Hey, welcome back for episode number 50 of the Disney News podcast. Exactly 50. Taylor, what's happening with you, man?
Nothing much. How are you guys doing? How are you doing, Abbott? It's been a while.
Everyone with me is doing well, or just me included.
Yeah.
I'm lying through my teeth right now, but things are here and now. They're happening. Life happens.
Gotcha.
That's all I'll say. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Normally, when people say that kind of stuff, you're like, "Are you okay, man? Like,
you okay?
Do you want to talk about it? Like,
are you okay?
Like, I'm a little It's a little distracting with Remy, like going down your shirt. Like he was above your shirt, now he's wanting to kind of go down. I don't know what happens after hours or in between episodes, but that's fine.
That's why the ride breaks down.
That's what she said. You got to break it in somehow.
Exactly.
Exactly. But no, it has been a while since we've recorded, and that was a much needed break. But
yes.
for me, and luckily with my job, I had a little over a week off, and I know you took that week off as well, the week of Christmas going into New Year's.
Yes.
My wife had to work pretty much every day minus, Christmas Day.
New Year's
Day,
same.
Whatever.
Same.
It was, and I know you can testify to this, but I'm just going to say it on my end. It was the longest week of my entire life.
Yes, I was thankful when I went back to work.
Yes, work was everything, and then work has kicked me right in the crotch over and over and over. Like,
yeah,
I thought a vasectomy was tough. Oh no, this week at work, we're not even through it all the way yet.
Don't even know, but I'm all the way through mine. But yeah, I wouldn't know what a vasectomy is like. But yeah,
I would never wish that upon anybody.
Well, there you go.
Make sure they numb you up down there before they start like slicing and dicing, and showing you how a Ginsu knife works.
Yeah.
If it can cut through a tin can, it can cut right through your ball sack.
Yeah. Well, how's your week been?
Yeah. Thanks for taking my attention away from my balls. It's been good. Busy. Like I said, outside of not working, we're just starting to get back in the swing of things with extracurriculars with kids and all that kind of stuff. But it's going to be full blown next week. But for me, at least, and I assume this is going to be the same case for you, Martin Luther King Day. Are you still in session, still working Martin Luther King Day?
I'm working.
You're working. I had that day off. I'll take it. I'm living for the weekend. But that being said, episode 50. Episode 50 only took us, how long we've been doing this now? Wasting people's time?
Over a year, right?
We're pushing a little over a year and a half.
There you go.
Little over. Now, we didn't start counting episodes until the second. Technically, the second episode.
Like 51.
It is like if you went back through, but according to the audio version of the podcast, it is episode 50. So, and we could call this episode 1,000, whatever. We can just lie to the people, we do it anyway.
Yeah, episode 50, Steamboat Willie edition. It's our take on what Steamboat Willie is.
Exactly. He is now part of the public domain, so we can do whatever
we want with him.
Ever. Kind of like whatever you want with Remy, we can do whatever we want with Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, true.
Take a nice Stanley Steamboat Willie on something.
Yeah.
I digress. But no, what I was going to say was because it is part of the public domain, it's interesting what has been kind of coming out in the news like the day of or like the day after.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened in the news with that? It was all over the news, at least for a couple of days, because I guess it was a slow news day. But I think Disney's going to be, going to gain attention, capture people's eyes, whatever, glue them to their seats. But somebody made a horror movie.
I saw that.
Like the Winnie the Pooh one. I started watching that Winnie the Pooh one. It was terrible. It's the same kind of thing. Like
it didn't look that bad. Would I watch it? I probably would watch it.
I tried, but I'm telling you, I tried. It's on Peacock. I tried to watch it, the Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, but the Mickey Mouse one looks better.
Oh, the Mickey Mouse one. Really?
Slightly better.
Slightly better. Okay. Still, because he is part of the public domain. Or I was watching I don't know, like CBS Sunday Morning today. They're all the same. And they were joking yeah, so Steamboat Willie is now part of the public domain. That's exciting. It's going to be fun to see what people come up with, the creativity of everything, whatever. And what do you choose to do but come up with a horror film?
Yes.
A horror film or a video game that's also a murdering sea captain or riverboat captain mouse.
Oh boy, I'm gonna kill you.
Don't make direct eye contact. I'm gonna slit your throat. But my point being here is that M found some T-shirts online that aren't authorized through Disney. They're not licensed by Disney, but because they are Steamboat Willie, specifically, they have a whole series of Life is Good. That brand.
Yes.
She got me. She got one for everybody in the family. Mine says Wet Willie.
I saw that. I've seen that. Yes.
She got me that one. That's on the way to the house. So maybe next episode I'll be wearing that one. But it says Wet Willie. It's got Steamboat Willie hold a beer. It's the perfect shirt. I can't wait for it to get you. It's the perfect shirt. She got one. Go ahead.
Talk about shirts.
Yes.
Tomorrow is a big drop for Roosevelt's.
I didn't want to mention anything to you because I'm kind of getting selfish with the drops, and I want to increase my chances of getting a said shirt. But this one,
I want to get a couple.
The golf. They've only revealed the Goofy one, right?
There's
Have you seen
2
more?
they revealed. You had to go back to find the other one.
What is it? I've seen the Goofy one.
Pluto.
They have a Pluto one? I mean, Goofy's kind of my go-to.
I'm going to get Goofy and I'm going to get a Pluto.
Is it only 2? Or are they going to drop 4?
Like 4, I think.
4? Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to go real quick. Was it on the Roosevelt Insiders
Yes.
group?
Yes,
Okay.
on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yes.
Because Roosevelt Insiders. All right, okay. Well, okay, I see the pattern. They're holding up the swatches. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Okay, the Pluto one I like. I like the Pluto one. I like the colors. The green is kind of more up my alley, but that blue. The classic Goofy golf outfit.
I just think, I mean,
that's it. Oh man, that's good stuff. Yeah, I'm excited. Is it so? It's tomorrow at 4.
Tomorrow at 4.
That is tomorrow at 4. Dang, I'm excited.
Do you have a Roosevelt polo shirt?
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't. I've heard you know what? It's going to be true to the size you have with the normal button-ups. It's going to have to be. I don't think
I looked at the size chart and it looks like I'm going to have to go up a size.
Really? Really? Now, okay. Well, with those you can't. They don't do exchanges. They only do refunds, right? Because of course it's such high demand. What you see is what you get. I'm willing to take the risk. I think I know what size I'm going to do, regardless. But I think that Goofy one is calling to me. But if there are 4, I'm going to have to get 2. But how much of the polos
might be?
One's got to be a Mickey. We're talking 4 out of the 5. Fab 5. It's going to be Goofy, Pluto, Donald, Mickey. The other 2 have to be Mickey and Donald. And if they have
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm fine without a Mickey shirt.
Yeah.
I'm more of a give me Donald, Goofy, and Pluto.
I know you're Donald. I'm more Goofy, clearly. But I know Donald's kind of your thing.
Yeah, Donald, Pluto, and Goofy are my 3.
Okay. To me, when I think of golf, at least Disney-wise, I think of Goofy first.
Yes.
Because of all the classic Goofy cartoons, but yeah, I apologize in advance. I'm being a bad friend that I was selfish. And normally I'll screenshot it, send it to you, and be like, "What do you think?" Tough.
I'm gonna look real quick.
Yeah.
to see where are the Roosevelts?
Okay. Now, I know the polos normally go, I think they're comparable too. Are they more expensive than, I mean, I'm not worried about cost, so to speak, but I'm on the app. I type in polo. A polo's, it's actually it's $2. It's $70. Normally the normal button ups are what, 72, 75. So the one thing that I want, what you're wearing, that hoodie, the performance kind of hoodie. I looked at those. That's a rowback, right? I looked at those.
Made by University of Virginia graduates.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't realize that. That's awesome. I can get behind that. I mean, begrudgingly. I know. I'm just kidding. If you want like, there's they call it cock flavored whiskey made by USC undergrads. It's called cock teas. Then yeah, that's kind of only thing we can offer. But no, there's one performance hoodie that I've been holding out for, and they will not and I sat on it, and I'm killing myself for it. It's the Star Wars, the Beskar Steel, Mandalorian hoodie. That one, I don't want a plain one. That's too easy. I want something
the door one. I thought the doors was kind of cool.
You like the doors? I tried. Of course, it's sold out. Yeah, no, there's no chance you're gonna get that one. Even if you were on the app on time. M was like, no, that's stupid. So I tried. But regardless, that's what I'm hoping for. Neither here nor there. But the drop tomorrow is going to be probably one of the best yet. And it's going to be interesting to see. I know the quality is going to be there, but I don't know what the material is going to be like. The quarter zip that I got, that their breakfast balls brand, their original brand. Yeah. That quarter zip that I have, I wore it when we went to Rockers. Stuck with stickers on my windows that never truly recovered from the scratching. And I call it the scratching. Not the happening, but the scratching. The scratching incident. Sharp objects do not resist, like soft objects do not resist sharp objects as well. You know how like iron sharpens iron? It's kind of the opposite of that in this situation. But we haven't mentioned that until now. So
I'm sorry.
It's not like I'm wearing it. I'm kidding. I had 2 people notice it this week, and I thought I'd fixed it, but I'm kidding. I'm absolutely kidding. But am I? No. This drop is going to be good. The material of that hoodie, I'm assuming it's going to be like, that quarter zip that I have is going to be like the polo. I think because it's kind of a soft stretchy material. Because the Kunu Flex, the actual button-up Roosevelts are more of like a nylon. They're comfortable, but I mean they're more like a nylon dry fit kind of material. You can tell it's a nylon material, like a spandex, not spandex. Help me, spandex. Polyester. That's the word I'm going for. Thank you. One day I'll get to it.
It's all right.
Spandex. Old brain.
Well,
But that being said, new year, new things happening, a lot of things and I'll be honest with you, I've been happy, I just haven't been as motivated lately. I've just been tired, right? I don't know if New Year's took a lot out of me, but just tired. And I was right like you were. Go ahead.
What is BB's?
BB breakfast balls. That's their golf brand. That's the quarter zip. That's what
BB's. Big.
Okay. The size that I got was true to fit me perfect. Not too tight. Not too snug.
I'm large. I'm afraid to get a medium.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to look like I'm smuggling in 2 anacondas.
I always look like I'm smuggling one, like a walking stick.
Okay. Well, because I commented on the insiders group. Compared to the button-up flex shirts, how do the polos fit? I'm a large and don't want to get the wrong size.
Yeah.
And the top contributor said BBs, which I didn't know what they are.
Breakfast balls.
Seem to run big. I'm a 3X in everything and a 2X in BBs.
Yeah, this is my recommendation. I'll tell you something.
Just get your regular size.
Just get your regular size. Don't change it. Don't overthink it. I guarantee you, you're not going to be disappointed. I promise. If you're wearing, what are you wearing? Is that a large right now you're wearing?
Yes.
Yeah, I guarantee. True to size. I'm not a snug fit kind of person. I don't like snug. I don't like too loose. I like comfort. I like to be comfortable. Now, I will say one thing. The Disney t-shirts run small. They do run small.
What Disney t-shirts?
Like the one, this is a Shop Disney t-shirt that I'm wearing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like this one, I normally wear in polos. I wear a medium. I'll sometimes wear a large, but the reason I don't wear a large is because the length is too long. The length of the shirt kind of gets me. Right?
Bro.
I've already grown in all the right places. I'm a grown man where it counts. All right?
Okay.
Grown man. I don't know if you know what that means, but I don't feel like explaining it to you. We don't have that kind of time. I don't think so. You're lying to everybody right now. Liar. But no, I've come to find out that don't wash and dry these t-shirts. They shrink in no time. They're not pre-shrunk.
Oh, I know.
I'm telling you. And now I bought some large, and I only get a large t-shirt from Shop Disney if I do get a t-shirt, right? Because when I got it, like this one is a large. It fits to me normally like a medium. I guess I'm getting more swole as the days go on. I have been increasing the protein, like the beans, the chicken, no bleached flour, no preservatives, just more protein-based things. Things that are not exactly high in calorie, but just give you strength, right? It's called juicing. Anabolic steroids.
Okay.
I've been juicing.
All right, Lance.
Can you tell?
Yeah, I can really tell.
I have 2 balls, not 1.
Have you ever seen Dallas Buyers Club?
I don't want to, because I know where you're going.
What?
All right. No, I'm not an AIDS patient. I'm not an AIDS patient. You leave me alone. Back away from the joke.
All I was gonna say was, have you ever seen it?
No.
Okay.
Did someone win an Oscar for that?
I think maybe Matthew McConaughey did.
All right, he did.
But
Yes, he did.
I'm saying like your arms.
What Yosemite Sam
are starting to look smaller.
Okay, foghorn leghorn. I say, son. What are you trying to say?
Your arms look small.
It's the angle. Okay, this is what you call like a convex lens on the camera. And it's more curved outward. So it makes more like a fisheye type effect. Like a wide angle, but more like a bubble. Right?
Gotcha. Okay.
It's all about the perspective, right?
Yeah, it's all about
perception. Yet again, like not just perspective, but forced perspective. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
And perception is reality. Or your presumed perception is your lame reality.
So what are we talking about tonight, buddy?
Relax. I had it, and then you went, well, what about this Roosevelt strap? I was like, oh, God. I didn't want to touch that because I like talking about that stuff, and that's not related. God, this is such a dumb episode.
It kind of is, though. It's Disney.
It's not dumb. Well, okay, great. You just said it. Disney's dumb. No, this one is not dumb because it's important too, because we're starting at the very beginning of the year. New year, new you, new me, whatever. I'm not in New Year's resolutions. I'm all about looking forward to the future. I can change myself, but Rome wasn't built in a day. And when
like April, I'm looking forward to April.
Why are you looking forward to April?
Because we're both going to Disney World.
I will say who I'm looking forward to that, but I'm going to live vicariously through Once Upon a Veteran,
Yes,
through Marco, because he's going at the end of this month for his birthday.
I know. I saw that.
Where do you know where he's staying? Is he doing? He's going in April the same time we go because he's doing the race.
Isn't he staying at
Caribbean Beach?
He
He's
is
on Caribbean Beach in April, so he's going to be right between you and me.
He's gonna, yeah.
Yep. Skyliner, yeah, he's going to be right there because we're a beach club. You're Riviera.
The one thing I'm upset about when we go in April, is the fact that two things are going to be down for the count.
Okay.
Actually, possibly three.
What?
Test track.
They're
to be determined when they're shutting it down.
Got you. You're right.
Country Bear Jamboree.
Well, that's happening at the end of this month.
Yes. Until summer.
I know that. January 20, but it will be until summer. Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that. They're revamping the entire thing, so yeah. Yeah.
And then Rock and Roller Coaster. My second favorite ride.
Oh, you ride once. Like,
I rode it, and it's like
you rode it back to back. What? It was life-changing. It's a good one. You rode it back to back. Did you ride it after that? Again? After that night, after your first night, did y'all end up riding it again?
We rode it. Yeah, we rode it on the VIP.
VIP? That's it. Awesome. Very cool. Okay.
And then we rode it another time.
Dang.
We rode it 4 times, I want to say.
You've ridden it more than me. I think I rode it once before. I've only ridden it 3 times. Maybe 4. I think you got me beat. You got me beat. You probably got me beat on Tower of Terror. I've ridden that 4, 5 times.
You got me beat.
Nah, no. I love the Tower. That's one of my favorites.
I know I got you beat on another 2 rides, but it's
Teacups, Dumbo, Small
Tron
World,
and Guardians.
Yeah, you probably do. VIP tour.
But we only rode it once for the VIP tour for both of them.
Only once. Tough life.
Tron, we rode 4 or 5 times this past year.
I got to ride it. I did get to ride it twice. I will say that.
Rode the front car.
I did ride the front car.
I talked my mom into riding it this coming trip.
Is she? Oh, is she gonna ride in the actual car, like light cycle, or the sit down?
The sit down.
See that I would rather do that because you get all the G's. You get all the G's. You get all the effects. Man, I mean the front sure is cool, but
the front you feel like you're gonna fall off.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
And sometimes the seats are wet when people get off of them.
Yeah. Well, people get so excited they, but April April is a lot to look forward to, but there's a lot to look forward to this year. Okay?
Yes.
Now, this year, there's a lot of speculation, there are a lot of rumors, there's a lot of hearsay. And I do have examples from the past that I have thought about and things that I've heard, things that I can reference. And I'll give you my main one that's hopefully going to kind of jumpstart or take you to a journey into imagination. Okay? Your imagination. Sorry, that was the worst impression of Figment ever.
It was, but it's all right.
I can't make that voice.
Imagination. That was a good Figment impression.
I'm very concerned. You do not need to be around children. Any day of the week, anytime soon.
Just one spark, imagination.
That's eerily accurate. I don't even know who you are anymore. That's not a bad thing, but I guess you can take your show on the road. Boy, you can do the voice of Gonzo and Figment. But
and Mickey Mouse.
Now let's not quit your day job, but you had Figment, and then you kind of, But I'm no Mickey Mouse. I'm no Donald Duck. That's the one that anybody can do, though. Anybody can do Donald Duck. They can make the noise, and that's essentially it. But if you can talk with Donald Duck, That's a game changer. But with everything coming up, D23 is going to be August 9th through the 11th.
Where
It
at?
was in Orlando. It's going to be in Anaheim. It's going to be in Disneyland. Disneyland is going to be out in California this year. They're moving it out to Anaheim, right? Why are you squeezing something out?
Trip?
That's not a trip because first weekend of August, I'm going to be there's a medical conference in DC. We're making a weekend trip.
Perfect. That's perfect. You know why?
Why?
Because we can meet in DC and fly out of Dulles to Anaheim.
The only airport that I've taken a red eye from the West Coast, from Seattle, and I landed in Dulles. I've only been to Dulles once, and it was for a red eye overnight from Seattle, SeaTac, to Dulles. But I've done it once. I was in grad school. I was a child, but I've done it once. I could do it again. Yeah, Emily would murder me in my sleep. She would murder me.
Red eye. No, it doesn't matter. She's going to be at a conference.
With 3 kids on her own.
They're coming up too?
Yeah, it's an educational trip. We're going to Mount Vernon.
Why are you going to Mount Vernon?
Smithsonian, because the kids need
it. All right, we just went to Smithsonian last Thursday.
Yeah.
And that was cool. That was, I mean, it's always cool. I like.
Well, you're obviously, how far out from DC are you? Like what? 2 hours?
Two couple hours.
That's nothing. When was the last time you went to Smithsonian before said? Before this last week on Thursday.
3-4 years ago.
Yeah, so it's worth going. Yeah. I hadn't been back to DC. I've been to DC a handful of times, over the year, like driving through, but I haven't taken the time since I was in undergrad. Well, with a buddy of mine that graduated from, I hate to say it, Chapel Hill, but that's neither here nor there. But I know. But with D23 coming up, there's a lot of speculation, and at the same time, a lot of people. I have been scouring the internet. I just typed in Google, right? Like D23, like 2024 predictions.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, there's honestly, because Disney's done so little and they move so slow. I'm just telling you, and I only say that because there's one other major park system company, whatever entity that you can compare them to.
Yes.
Universal.
And that they are working their tails off to beat Disney right now in every aspect and avenue.
They are hiring Disney Imagineers. And we wanted to fit left and right. Oh, yeah. They're giving them full like Epic Universe coming up next year in the summer, I think. They are giving full creative control. Like it has been Disney Imagineers left and right. They have been dropping like flies. Yes, this is a result of the Chapek era, right?
Well, Disney, if you're listening, I would love to be an Imagineer. I've got a lot of great ideas where the company can go, how it can grow, how it can make the parks better, how we can make Disney great again. I'm going to get a hat that says, "Make Disney Great Again." Magda.
Sounds like an old bag.
Yeah, I know.
She sounds like she has like an AARP membership.
She came over from Spain.
Magda.
Magda.
She's lived a full life. Hola. My name is Magda. I won a VIP trip to Disney from a doctor, but it was not meant to be. It was short-lived. We enjoyed time during tour. Things happened so fast. I was new to this place, this building, this place that was more hands-on than expected. But I miss every single moment of the day when I'm not there. But anyway, We'll edit that part out, but
Okay.
we're not. Probably will. But the D24 is set for the second weekend in August,
Okay.
right? And I'll be honest with you, I was looking at it, and for those who don't know what D23 is, it is an expo, and it's the biggest. And they're saying now it's actually taking place from August 4th to the 11th, and it's the first time that it's a week-long event. This year, for the first time in Anaheim at the Disneyland Resort, it's going to be a week-long event. And
I
they're
would
saying
love to go.
that'd be incredible. You'd break the bank, but it would be incredible, right?
Would you though?
I mean, tell me about it, man. Because you want to go. Because I'd be torn. I'd be torn. I know it's a convention, but
I would want to go to the parks.
I would want to go to the parks.
But the thing is, you could probably pick. I've been to a lot of conventions. You have been to a lot of conventions as well.
I have.
Sure.
I have. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
I would like to just pick and choose what I would go to.
That's what I did. The last major conference that I went to for CEUs for what I used to do in behavioral health was down in New Orleans. Our national conference was in New Orleans. It was at the Hyatt, whatever, next to the Superdome, right? And I was able to pick and choose. It was for a long weekend. It was like it was a Wednesday through a Saturday, right? It's like I think it was a Wednesday through Saturday. And I honestly, I mean, I spent more time like French Quarter, Bourbon Street, and I went by myself. And it's been 7 years. But the National World War II Museum in the Warehouse District blew my ever-loving mind. I took an afternoon off. Went to a few sessions that morning and just walked like a mile and a half down the road right there. Had the time of my life right there. Yeah. So it can be done based on previous experience, but at the same time, with this expo, now this is how D23 is normally done. They do major announcements from all branches of Disney that you can expect that during the expo. And this also includes this includes all TV and film, Marvel, Pixar, Star Wars, Lucasfilm, Star Wars. And in addition to film and TV, the expo also focuses on updates and teases for the Disney theme parks, and it also gives fans a taste of what's to come. So last year at D23, they were talking about teasing something in Animal Kingdom. Yeah. Something in Animal Kingdom. Didn't know what it was, but they call that like the ideas for these types of concepts. What is it? Blue sky? Is it blue sky? Yeah, that's what they call it. They call them like blue sky ideas because they're way up in the clouds. That's the proprietary name from Imagineers. It's the Blue Sky Project. They're blue sky projects. There's no guarantee, but Disney teases a lot of stuff. There's a lot of speculation, right? Yep. And I honestly think, this is my personal opinion, Disney's got to make some major news. They better shake things up. So, to go back in history, right, to move forward, we live in the present. We look forward to the future. We can't live in the past, right? But we always need to reference the past and find out how Disney has revealed certain things. So at D23 in 2017 at the Walt Disney World Resort, and this is something that I remember, and I remember hearing it from D23. Go ahead.
Question. Do they switch back and forth between the years?
No. But it's been in Disney World the past number of years. I don't know. This is the first time. You don't know. This is the first time that it's going to be a week-long event.
This was in Anaheim.
No, it was in Disney World. They held it at the Contemporary last year. Mm-hmm. D23 2023 was, yep. But for the first time in a while, go ahead.
I'm gonna hold you to it. The next time it's at Disney World, we're going.
Oh yeah, easy. That is an easy trip. It sells out quickly, but at the same time, it can be done. That's not to detract anybody. If anybody that's listening, watching, probably not. If you want to go do it, don't do it. Save us that spot, and we'll talk about it for you because you'd rather hear us talk about it than you actually experience it for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. To
Where's
us,
the
it
fun
does.
in experiencing it for yourself? Listen to us.
You're going to waste your time.
And money.
And money. Let us spend our money on your behalf. Or if you want to send us your money to spend on your behalf, Jesus,
Get you a
do it.
t-shirt.
We'll think about you. I'll give you a shout out, but forget to hit the record button. And then think it's on my phone later and go, well, oops, sorry. Scoopsie, oopsie,
Oopsie.
oopsie. Made another mistakey wakey. But given this, they better make some big announcements.
Yeah.
And not just big announcements, big. You know they're going to make some big announcements when it comes to. They've already been teasing like, yes, there's like they've been like their version like of dropping, it's in development like Frozen 3 and 4, right? Or at least the trilogy of Frozen, like 3's and
Yeah, I heard something about Frozen 3.
Yeah, Frozen 3. They're gonna round it. They're gonna wear it out. It's gonna be like Toy Story. They're gonna keep doing it.
But I heard Frozen 3 is gonna introduce Elsa's a love interest for Elsa.
What is her? I mean, his name.
I think it is a her.
Yep.
That's what I've heard.
Do they want to go that route?
Well, they have.
Based on how things have gone.
They have recently said that they are going to listen to their fans more, and the fans are not really interested in social issues that they're been pushing. So we'll see.
We'll see. But when the reference that I'm looking at is that all they've done, yeah, it's new, but all they've done is taken what's old in the Imagineers' opinion and made it new. And this is my opinion. It had to be done, but it could have been done in a different way. So an example is they showed the sign of the Great Movie Ride at D23 2017. Right? And then they flashed a picture of Mickey and Minnie.
Yeah.
In their newer cartoon form. And people went, that's the end of the Great Movie Ride, without them saying it. They never said they were ending the Great Movie Ride, but they had a concept.
Yeah.
For introducing something that they just kind of made that little fade in, fade out of the Great Movie Ride, and then fade in, fade out, juxtaposed, back to back, consecutive, whatever, of Mickey and Minnie, right? That's how they do things,
Yeah.
They're little hidden Mickeys.
The ambiguity.
Exactly. So that being the case, Disney, my recommendation, just tell us exactly what you're going to be doing.
Go big or go home.
Exactly. Universal, now they're the way they do things. They know that they know that everything that's going on. You buy property, right? You buy property in the UK, in your subsidiaries or your different companies like DreamWorks. There's a park called I was just watching it today. It's in United Arab Emirates in Dubai, and it is this absolutely. It is a Hollywood Studios style park, right? It is a studio style theme park,
Okay.
right? And what it is it's not based on Universal, but it's all their subsidiaries, all their little small studios like Illumination, DreamWorks, right? They own all these different studios that make all these, they make bank with these movies. And I'm not downplaying Pixar. I'm not downplaying Disney. They don't hold a candle to the history that Pixar and Disney Pictures have, at least in the animation game, right? But it is this park, not only outdoor roller coasters, things to that effect, but they have huge. And I'm telling you, you think you know what big is? I was watching this video and it was from Worldwide. I can't. It's a YouTube channel that I just started getting into. It's couple, a British couple, and they're pretty engaging. I mean, they got some, they're British by just the dang, of course, none of their voices, but those teeth, good, sweet Jesus, man. Find that orthodontist once in a while. I've been to London before. It's true. The teeth are all jacked, but that's besides the point. It's called Theme Parks Worldwide. That's what it's called. Their YouTube channel. And they get invited to go literally around the world to critique new rides and revisit rethemed areas. They were just in Carowinds back over the summer. They were just at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg this past summer. They did their North American tour, right? At least East Coast tour, right?
Yeah.
King's Dominion going down, right? All of it. 95 tour.
Surprised they didn't get shot at King's Dominion.
They what again?
Surprised they didn't get shot at King's Dominion.
I've always seen King's Dominion from 95. Never stop.
You're not missing anything.
No, I'm not missing.
You gotta take a bulletproof vest to go in.
That's okay. Well, that's what Batman has anyway, and he probably has a ride there, right?
Yeah.
That's it. But it's this. They have a DreamWorks section. As soon as you walk in, and it resembles, and it's actually the way that they're probably going to do it in the UK. It's this huge indoor area, big fountain as soon as you walk in, beautiful theming, very clean, but it's all indoors. And you got to think about the harsh desert climate. You need to have these indoor types of facilities. Yeah. The UK, the weather there, it's crap. Yeah. It sucks, right? They have, look in front of you, it's DreamWorks. On the left, Shrek. Next to that, Kung Fu Panda. Next to that, Madagascar. Next to that, How to Train Your Dragon. There you go. There you go. You go into each area, it is the most, I thought Disney was immersive. No. It was incredible. There was a Shrek dark ride that told the story of the original Shrek movie. And it was a trackless ride, just like Rise of the Resistance, Remy's Ratatouille, stuff like that, right? We've ridden those rides.
Yeah.
And how long do those rides last at Disney?
Not long at all.
Now, we'll give credit to Rise of the Resistance. That
does last a little longer.
It does last a little bit longer. That's a little more immersive. You have interaction with cast members, real people, right? Assuming they're going to be in character, right? But this ride, it lasted at least 10 minutes. They literally spelled out everything. And they took such a unique, and it was in the theme of Shrek and the characters, and it was not only cost effective, but incredibly immersive. And they didn't put it this way, but I'm watching and going, that is absolutely genius. Because they told the story like a storybook. I mean, it's a fairy tale, right? It's all based on fairy tale land, but they're marionette puppets, right? And they're in different scenes, and you don't have to make a marionette puppet articulate their mouth. They just move. You show their expressions, but the detail, the theming, the music, everything. I'll send you the video. It'll absolutely blow your mind. These huge indoor roller coasters, these immersive kid play area. I mean, I'm just like, I want to go there. I want to hop on. I want to fly Emirates United and just do my thing and see you, kids. This is for you, but I want to go do this first and let you know how it is and never return. I mean, good Lord. And I didn't even finish the video. I didn't have time. I'm telling you, that's how. And Disney does it right. They led the foundation, but they're not evolving with the times.
No, they're not at all.
And I'm telling you, and I know we're kind of going off topic here, but we're not, because this is opinion based and this is important. Because everybody's got, opinions are like everybody's got one.
Yeah.
But for Disney to keep up, they need to start taking notes on Epic Universe.
Oh, I 100% agree.
You do know that Michael Eisner was working for Paramount, right?
Yes.
At one time. And Universal was pitching the idea for funding, for licensing to Paramount to say, hey, we're looking to make a studio-based theme park. It's been successful. in Hollywood. We're looking at doing it in Hollywood. Actually, they were presenting for University of Hollywood. And we're looking at doing it maybe in Florida, but first we're going to do it in Hollywood. What are your thoughts? The CEO at the time was they were pitching the idea to it, all the major studios out in California, but they came into contact with one Michael Eisner. Michael Eisner took that idea
And ran with it.
He opened MGM Studios before a year and a half, almost a year and a half before Universal Studios. But the Hollywood studio-based theme park was doomed from the get-go. It was fake to begin with. It was doomed. It was DOA. It was dead on arrival. And it was inevitable. It was going to fall apart. But
I'm gonna be honest.
Yep.
Disney, the last time that Disney had anything that was very well executed and thought out,
Yes.
was Hollywood Studio, MGM,
Yes.
and Animal Kingdom.
I will agree on Animal Kingdom, 110%. In regards to original theming, creativity, that stands the test of time.
MGM was, I'm not going to say a ripoff, but it was kind of a ripoff.
Yes.
But Animal Kingdom, yes. Guardians of the Galaxy, 100%, is fantastic.
Yep.
But that's all. I mean, they haven't really come up with anything else since.
No.
They copy and pasted Tron.
Yep. And it took them how many years to get that done? I know COVID. I know cost.
But still.
But that's no excuse based on the reality now and based on what Universal's doing now.
Exactly. And the Tiana ride, I think, is going to be I have a sneaky suspicion that the Tiana ride is going to be fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, there's got a lot of good hype, good momentum going into it. People are speculating good things.
Yes.
Agreed.
And some of it will be ready that you can go in and look at it when we're down there.
Really? Okay.
There will be parts.
You have to do it. You have to do it that way.
Of the ride that you will be able to go through and
see. Well, you've already, when you went to Magic Kingdom, did you ride the train? Did you ride the train around the park?
No.
When you ride the train, we rode the train a couple times. You can see the murals. I took a picture of it. I'll send it to you.
Yes, please.
They have pictures of the murals of the alligator playing. I forgot the character's name. Lewis. Thank you. Playing the trumpet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, playing the trumpet in the bayou with the frogs. And Tiana was the frog and whatever. And it's really coming together. And it does look, and on some of the wrought iron kind of stuff is kind of looking a little bit like Port Orleans, French Quarter, which is my jam. I know that's your jam, but that's my favorite. But that being said, it is a big year, and this is a genuine opportunity for, Disney to people want Disney to come back. Yeah. People want Disney to get back to their heyday, right? You're not going to get back to the classic but they have to reinvent themselves. There has to be something new. There's got to be something that just stands out.
We need the old Imagineers.
We need the old feeling.
All these great ideas
that
have retired to give a TED talk, to give a lesson. Teach
every generation. Well, every generation up until now, I would say up until the past. What was the last great Disney animated film or just film? Pixar?
I can't say. Is Princess and the Frog animated? Yeah.
It is. It's the last animated film they ever did.
That was it.
Fully animated.
That was it.
Okay. From a concept standpoint, I think the one that was the most creative. Now, Princess and the Frog, thoroughly enjoy, not just from a technic, just from because it stands out as the last animated film they've done exclusively, but from a storyline, from a yes, it does fall in line with the Disney princess and the fairy tales and all that, but Tangled, I think, from a concept standpoint.
I saw that for the first time the other day.
Yeah, I'd seen it before. Did you like it?
was all right. Yeah.
It's entertaining, but from a kid's perspective,
Yes.
something that captures your imagination, and you act out. You want to buy the toys. You want to do this. You want to do that. Every generation has their set of movies, and so for me, growing up, like I remember seeing in the theaters, like the Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones, the Temple of Doom. I remember that as a kid. I
Yeah.
remember as a kid watching The Last Crusade. My dad took me to the theater to go see that. That movie had me enamored. But talking about animation and what is going to be the you know the interest, the lightning rod to bring you in to the parks, right? Are those movies, are those rides, are those themes that bring you to the parks, right? To me, I grew up with, as a child, The Little Mermaid when
Yep.
that came out, Beauty and the Beast when that
Yep.
came out. What was that, 92, 93?
Not yeah. Toy
Give or
Story was
take.
95.
I was like middle school transitioning into high school when that came out.
Yeah.
So that was kind of still kiddish. I was in that kind of like, but I still loved it. I would never admit it to my friends because in '95 I was 14, right? And then, but I remember vividly as a child, like Aladdin, my favorite, and The Lion King. All those movies were like boom, 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 boom. All those movies back to back. Can you imagine as a kid seeing those for the first time in the theaters? We didn't have the internet. We didn't have, all we had were trailers from movies that were coming up. And they would always sneak it, give you that sneak preview like 6 months to a year in advance. They do it now. I haven't been to a movie theater in a while, but that's a different thing,
Yeah.
a different reason. But I'm telling you, man, as a child, that you talk about the feels, you talk about, I'm not a fan of like the trendy language, but that's like a daggum core memory, you know? That is like a building block of your personality, you know? Without those movies, I wouldn't have a love for going to the parks. Or I'm wearing a daggum Aladdin t-shirt right now. It says greetings from Agrabah. You know, you look at it here. So I miss that. You know, I'm not going to get that as a 40-ish year old man. You know, I'm not going to get that because I'm unfortunately, jaded. I'm old. I'm realistic. I've got a mortgage. I've got kids. I got a full-time job. I got a 401k. I mean, what am I supposed to tell you? You know, I'm not going to recapture that. Imagine I'm not like humping doorknobs. I think I've mentioned that before, but at the same time,
Sure about that?
I'm not. But I'm not. That's the sad part. But that's neither here nor there. But if you wanted to watch me do that, I'll send you a video later.
No, thank you.
That's part of the that's Patreon. That's Patreon, right? No, Abbott.
Moving on.
But the thing that this is the first year, and I didn't want to admit it to you, but here we are. I'm admitting it now. I don't know what the hell they're going to do. We know that there's a whole list of different things coming up, and I can tell you now. Like we have the Walt Disney World official timeline now open that they brought up from D23 last year. The Figment meet and greet, right?
Yep.
Did y'all go do that? Did y'all meet Figment and go see him?
No, because we went to Imagination at night, and Figment was there during the day.
Got you. Now open is the Mirabelle meet and greet at Magic Kingdom, where
we saw that, and Wellesley
do that?
loves Encanto, and she was like, "I don't want to do it."
Well, that used to be where the Brave, what's her name? Merida was there. We did that back in 2018. Merida was there. Now underway, of course, Disney 100.
Yeah.
Now open is Moana's Journey of Water, inspired by Moana at Epcot. Which, did you enjoy that?
Didn't do it.
You didn't do it. It's worth doing once. The kids loved it. It was entertaining. But it's just.
It was raining. We really didn't care about seeing anything water.
Oh, what is it with you and rain and theme parks?
I guarantee you it's going to rain when we're down there.
It will not, because I'm there. I counteract the rain. I'm just that person. So sun's shining in. Awesome. But now open, it says December 2023, but now open is World Celebration at Epcot, the Walt statue, the Dreamer statue, the new, where the, big old fountain used to be, all that area, some of the walls are down. Late 2023, and they did project it. It's not open yet. Communicore Hall and Plaza are not open. And they did project it for Minnie and Mickey's meet and greet at Epcot being open. That's not open. But Luminous, the Symphony of Us, did start last year in December. Now, they're looking, this is something they're doing. They're retheming, but these are so minor. I love these rides because, they were new when I was a kid. But Ashoka and Star Tours, they're going to update it with Ashoka because of her popularity. They're updating Star Tours to include her. They're also doing, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, of course. We did mention the Country Bears Jamboree. They are building new Disney Vacation Club cabins at Fort Wilderness.
Yeah.
Wow, big change. They had that huge tower. Of course, it sticks out like a sore thumb. I mean, they're still building it. But the new tower at the Polynesian, I know you've seen it, right?
Yes.
Yep. DC Tower.
It doesn't look anything like Polynesian.
Doesn't look, well, it's all concrete. I mean, what are you going to do? One thing they're doing, Disney's a huge company. And with the cruise line, that is one thing. They are now underway. They are doing new cruises in Australia, New Zealand. In June 2024, they're gonna have a new Disney Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point, a private island, and that's where we're going to be going as well. December 21st, 2024. I don't know if this is actually speculated, but this is supposed to be alleged the Disney Treasure Ship Maiden Voyage. December 21st. Have you heard anything about that? Is that a real thing?
No.
Now, I did book a cruise. I think it might be the second outing. I forgot the name of the ship. I'm just kidding. I'll be on the second official voyage of the Disney Wish, or Disney Treasure Wish. It is a carbon copy of the Wish minus the actual themed bars and lounges and restaurant experiences and entertainment from December 28th to January 4th. And then there are some new updates for Disneyland Paris, but I mean, within the parks, there are some decent predictions, but these things, you can predict that Tiana's Bayou Adventure is going to open. It's maybe some new restaurants. Disney Vacation Club, new Disney Vacation Club projects. Are they going to bring the new Avatar experience to Disneyland in some way? Because they've been teasing that for a while,
Yeah.
They're supposedly potentially be bringing like a King Thanos multiverse experience to Disneyland as well, which would be pretty cool. Have you heard about that?
Yes, I saw that.
But they're saying that it's supposed to be potentially happening, and they teased that at D23 last year, right? Last year in August.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's that blue sky project. It's that speculation. It's that what if. And then out of nowhere, they just drop the bomb like, oh, by the way, the ride that you love, Dinosaur, I know things have to change. It's going to be, I know it's the new track, and it makes sense because it's on the same track as the Indiana Jones ride. But that's changing, and they're retheming that entire area into Encanto, more of a South American, Central American, Latin type theme, which is fine. But I really like that. I like the theming in Dino Land, I really enjoyed that. I don't know. That's just me. I know that has to change, and that's not what is more niche, so to speak, that type. But yet again, I'm sitting here I'm like drawing straws, I'm just making assumptions. And this is the first time that Beyond, that's a lovely text message you sent me, Taylor. I like that. That's lovely. That's nice. That'll give me something to think about after when I go to bed and have some private time.
Yep, Dabo
Oh.
Sweeney's playing in Tuscaloosa.
One would only hope he becomes the head coach there. Everyone in South Carolina wants that. But the only prediction that I have, and I know that we've talked about it before, and you've talked about it in length more than me, right? Is specifically the area behind Big Thunder Mountain.
Yes.
I know that's inevitable. And they did confirm, Josh Tomorrow did confirm that they're going to be expanding Magic Kingdom, right?
Yes.
That's a prediction. And they mentioned something about like a villain's area, land, territory. But Taylor, outside of what we talked about, do you have any predictions? Because I can sit here and go, yeah, there's been speculation here. Then out of left field, they go, oh, and by the way, we're going to be bringing the Indiana Jones ride to replace this and this and that. So many ideas. And that was a good, like, movement of swoosh of the hair. Much more attractive. Go ahead.
Thank you. I will tell you, I believe that it's going to be probably Coco.
What?
I believe that behind Big Thunder Mountain is going to be Coco, unfortunately.
Okay, hold on. So, sources. This is just your assumption or what?
I would love for it to be villains.
Yes.
But because it's the Magic Kingdom,
sure.
I think
You're right.
they are going to do something. If they really want to get ahead of Universal and Epic Universe, Disney has bought a bunch of land in Florida.
Yep.
And it would not surprise me if they do not make a 5th park. You heard it here first, folks. A 5th park and base it all on the villains.
To me, that only makes sense.
And honestly, you would appeal to the adults.
You would rule the roost.
You would make Epic Universe. You would make Epic Universe. I want to say it wouldn't go bankrupt, but it would not be as popular 100%. Because everybody loves a dark, scary ride, especially at Disney World.
Especially adults.
Adults.
That I would.
And you add alcohol that you serve in the parks.
True.
Think about it.
True.
But the only other thing is this, and I'm not trying to be very dark here, but I'm going to go dark. With the way that things are in the world right now, do they want to darken the world even further?
There's enough at Disney to counteract that said negativity, darkness, and even the villains aren't. Yes, they're dark, but there's still an upside to them. No matter what, there's still an enduring quality, right?
I would 100% pay money to go to the Disney's villain park, but it's going to be very, very, very. I'm gonna play my conspiracy theory hat on, put it on, and play that card. It's going to be very controversial if they do something with Pinocchio.
True.
Because of the correlation between Pinocchio and a certain person and his list that has come out in the news recently.
Yeah. Hmm. Understandable.
They're very, very similar,
Yes.
and I think they have to be very careful with that.
Sure.
However, you could do Ursula, you could do Maleficent, you could do Jafar, you could do Scar, you could do Prospector, you could do whoever.
Basically the sky's the limit with that. There's too much potential.
Cruella de Vil. I would love to see something Cruella de Vil. 101 Dalmatians. I would love to see that.
Absolutely.
Who's to say, hey, adults love puppies. Put a puppy petting area.
That with alcohol, they'd never leave.
They would never leave.
They would never leave. Oh my gosh! Like it's
You're
bottomless
in the queue.
mimosas.
You are in the queue for the puppy petting zone.
That's right. Bottomless mimosas in the queue.
And
You're
then
done.
you could adopt the puppies.
You could get it customized. You could airbrush your name on said puppy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Solving a bunch of different problems in the world.
You're welcome, people.
Bob Barker is looking down, probably patting me on the shoulder right now as we speak.
I think so.
Remember, get your pets spayed and neutered.
You got it.
Thank you.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. But I think the main takeaway here is that we honestly, for the first time in a long time, and I'm going to continue to kind of look around, keep this in mind, because it's really hard to predict what they're going to say. And they want us to think this way because you've got Disney on your mind. You've got Disney on the forefront. Well, good job, Disney. You did it.
Yeah.
Why? Because you are who you are. You know what you have. But don't lose it. Don't lose the magic. You know, you can only play with people so long.
Yeah.
You know, without coming. Now it's a blue sky project. We thought about it. We discussed it. We're going to do it, but we have tons of ideas. We just come up with the ones that most people agree on and that are potentially more profitable than others. But that being the case, they've really got to really wow us.
Yes.
This time
And
around.
I will tell you this. If they can get Tony Baxter, Joe Rohde, some of those old school Imagineers back on.
One last go around.
One last. Break it to them like this. Everything that
Joe
you've
Rohde.
done,
Yeah.
do you want it to be for naught? Do you want it to be like the Wizard of Oz theme park that's in North Carolina that nobody goes to, or that used to nobody goes to? Everybody
It's got a cult following, but
Yeah, now it does.
you were alluding to that. Yeah.
Yes. Do you want Disney to be like that? Or do you want to bring it back and bring back the magic?
Disney never left. They just became irrelevant.
Yeah.
And I mean that in the most sincere way possible. They've never left. People still go out in droves.
My favorite thing that I used to do
Yes.
was in Hollywood Studios.
Yep.
It was in the animation courtyard.
Yeah.
It was the animation how to draw.
Yes. Yes.
You actually got to see where they drew. You
Yep.
got to see an animator draw.
Yep.
They do it in Animal Kingdom, but it's not the same thing.
Not the same. No. They just give you a lesson at certain times. Yeah.
Go back to that. Go back to showing how things are done. Go back to creating a movie at Disney World, at Hollywood Studios. It's going to be hard to do it, but, I've heard mixed emotions about the movie Wish.
Yeah. I'm not motivated. I mean, initially I was motivated to go see it, but
You were very motivated because you said,
I
"Oh
was
my
at
gosh,
one point.
It's going to be life-changing."
Yeah.
You just wait and see, Taylor.
Can you
Just
give
wait
a
and see. It's gonna be
person
life-changing?
give a person to actually say a word? You talk over me constantly. Like you. Hey everybody, my name is Taylor. I mean the Kool-Aid Man. Were you having a conversation? Crash, 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 crash. Run through the wall. Hence the conversation. Oh, were you talking? Were you doing something? Don't care. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Um. Yes, I'm eating my words.
Yeah.
Because the more I thought about it, I didn't buy into the hype. Like, I do want to see it for myself. Because easy. When you talk, people can see your reaction. That's how that
I
works.
know. I'm just shocked that what's coming out of your mouth right now.
I didn't buy into the hype.
Oh,
There is one hype I'm about to buy into, which is I'll explain in a second. But and it's minor, but I think I want one. But for my own reasons, not obvious reasons. But because I don't want to spend extra money on something that not just the reviews, but I know inevitably it's going to be on Disney Plus. I'm good. Like I held out for the Dial of Destiny and I watched it at home. I held out for the Barbie movie. I watched it at home.
you watched the Barbie movie?
I have seen it.
Oh my gosh, Abbott, you're.
Can I tell you something? Well, I have a daughter and I have a wife, and they wanted to see it.
Okay.
And I mean, I watched it. I was like, man. I mean, a couple of funny parts. I mean, it. I don't understand why it's as great as people say it is. I guess because of the liberal undertones that it has. But the funniest thing about that movie was Ryan Gosling was he was hilarious. He killed it.
Yeah.
Like his character was hilarious. And that was the only redeeming part of the movie. Outside of like staring at Margot Robbie. Like she's not hard to look at.
What did you
But-
say you wanted?
Huh?
You said you wanted something that you wanted to bring.
Yes. And I will end my spiel and work towards ending the episode here, but we will have some touching points. I know I'm always behind. I've never been a trendsetter with in any sense of the word. Clearly, look at me. Listen to the way I talk or and I present myself. But the Stanley Cup, those Stanley insulated cups.
Caitlin's got 3 of them.
What?
Wellesley has 1. You really want one?
I was thinking ahead of time. I've got a.
This is my Stanley Cup right here.
You got one? That's your Stanley. Yet again, here you go. It's a cup with a handle.
Yeah.
I don't have a thermal cup with a handle. I've got. You ever heard of Pirani? Do you know that brand?
No.
Never heard of it. It's an insulated cup. It's more like it looks like a solo cup, but it's insulated, right? We got it from some boutique at Harbor Town right there next to the lighthouse. And then picked one up a couple of years ago. I was like, actually, I kind of like that. But I've got this Yeti I've had for 10 years. I'll just keep that. But that Yeti's starting to mildew, and then I tried to wash it, and then it just kind of it just fell apart. And so I had this Pirani thing that works well, but every time I get out of my car and I get to work, I only have so many hands and so many pockets. I have to put that cup down because I can't put my hand with a handle. I could rest the part like the bridge right there from the handle to the cup where it connects and just rest it on my hand, and then I could grip something along with gripping the cup at the same time. I can't do that without a handle. And then I saw something. I saw somebody holding this. At Parker's basketball game, a friend of ours, she had that cup. I was like, what is that? I've been seeing more and more of those. She goes, oh, it's Stanley. It's blah, blah, blah. I was like, what does it do? Well, it keeps your drink warm. I was like, okay. Well, does it do anything different than a Yeti or any other insulated stainless steel or metal cup? She goes, no, but it's got a handle. And I went, that's it. It's got a handle. And I looked up the accessories that the one I already have now. And it's got this stupid looking like hemp woven strap that goes around the brim. or the
No,
very
I know.
lip of the cup,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
and you hold it like a bucket, like you're going to the beach to go like dig for sand.
Yep.
You don't know. I'm not holding my coffee like a bucket and pail. I want a handle. But I know it's a lot of females that have them. That doesn't. I don't care about that. I don't care what's mine is yours. Whatever.
Where's your man card? Because I want to punch the
I'm not there yet. I'm not there.
revoke.
That's just this dude, this at work where there was a mandatory training for whatever, and I was part of the presentation today. It's like 50 plus, and the people in my division were at the university were forced to go. And I saw this dude, this big old black guy. He works in he's in charge of the intramurals on campus. Yeah, in Greek life. He's a big old boy, big old black fella. He comes in. What does he have?
Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup. Big old 40-ounce pink. Good day. He don't give a fuck. And I was like, damn. And I'm sitting there looking at one that's black. It's got like this faded gray Stanley logo. I don't want that to stand out. But I kind of want one, and they're cheap. They're not
You
that
want the
expensive.
pink one?
No. No. I'm gonna get it big and black, and
Hold on. Let me
it'll
go.
take 2 hands to hold.
Let me show you something that I have.
Okay. Yes, radio silence is key in these types of situations. But with that being said, honestly, I don't know where Disney's going to go. I don't know what they're going to do. And yes, they do want us to talk about this. They do want us to speculate. But honestly, there's nothing exciting to look forward to unless they just completely wow us with something off the wall and not just make it a blue light project. That's a speculation. Like, we're thinking about doing this idea. It's got to be something like, on this date, we are planning to open blah, blah, blah. Boom. What am I looking at? Southern Tide.
Corksicle.
Corksicle.
Oh,
Okay.
what is this?
A
Oh, it's a
handle.
handle. Okay.
Yeah.
Same
I
thing
like
as a
the
Stanley Cup.
I didn't think about corksicle. I didn't think about corksicle. What is the material of that? Is it metal? Or is it
Yes.
like a ceramic? But metal.
It is. It's metal.
Oh. But they're more expensive.
I got this for free, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, you wheel and deal, and you know, you work for the happy ending.
All I'm saying is Manly Cup.
No. You ready? I want a cup, not just handle. It's in my cup holder. That fat thing
Right here.
that handle where it is, that doesn't fit in your cup holder. That thing's
Yeah, it
too
will.
wide. You can turn the
No.
hand. I
You
guarantee.
fit it in the cup holder like this. If you have
I
a
know
dual
what you
cup
mean.
holder,
Yes,
you fit it
I
in like
know.
this.
If they're lined up linearly, yes, you're not wrong. Stanley, it is. Stanley, it is. Hey, Stanley. Give me a
Where's
cup.
your manhood card? Because I really want to just.
Let me show you what I got. This is what I drink coffee out of this every day. I enjoy this more than anything.
All
I
right.
need a handle.
Get up, Dallas Buyers Club.
This. It's got the different measurements on it.
Okay.
Metal. And it's just your basic insulated cup, right?
Okay.
But it looks like a solo cup. And it's got like a matte finish to it where it's grippy.
Yeah.
No handle. It's not too big. I wish it was bigger. But it's not too big. That's my mainstay. And it fits in my cup holder, but there's no...
You want to see my mainstay?
Go. But it's got a handle.
It has a handle.
I need a handle. We never buy the $21 refillable cups. We just don't. Maybe next time.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I should. And that would be cheaper than spending $35 on a Stanley 30-ounce cup. So, things to think about. Things to think about. But I will be doing a deep dive on Corksicle before I go to bed tonight. So, but it's got to fit in my cup holder. It's got to fit in my cup holder. That's that, right?
I mean, who cares? It's a Bronco. Just your Bronco's already messed up, right?
It is already scratched up.
Yeah.
It is already scratched up in very specific locations, mainly on the plastic windows.
Yeah.
The driver's side rear window and the passenger side back rear window. But
when's your birthday, by the way?
My birthday has already come and gone for the year. My birthday was January. I think it was January 6th.
No, it wasn't.
January. It wasn't. But I'm just gonna tell you that because I want you to forget. So I'm not gonna tell you when the birthday is. My birthday is in June. My birthday is in June. My birthday is June 4th. That is the happy day.
June 4th, 1981.
1981. I'll be 43.
Good gosh.
Yep. I don't look at it, I don't feel it unless I'm in Dallas trying to buy something at the club.
Touche. All right. Well, you've got to go to work tomorrow. I know.
I do have to go to work. I'm tired. But, and I'm denying anything you're speculating. But, given everything, given what we talked about, it's a lot of speculation, but based on past 10 years, 15 years, there's really honestly, I'd say at least 10 years, there really hasn't been too much creativity.
No.
You know? At all. I think the last great movie was, I think you said it, Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
You know? So we need something new.
If we're talking other, like, Encanto is a great movie.
Encanto's an incredible movie. Like
Frozen
something like
was a great movie. Princess and the Frog. The
Princess and the Frog. The last three, and that's why they are going to wear it out before it has a chance to even be exciting. To be, people are gonna be satiated upon that, and they're gonna do sequel, trilogy, 4, 5, 6, versions of the movie, and then do spinoffs, and then do this and that.
I want a movie. I know there's already been a movie about Stephen Hawking, but I really want a real good movie about Stephen Hawking.
Well, he is on that list, the Epstein list. So
yeah, I know. I want to see. I want to see his vacations.
You could theme that movie. They've already made that movie. It's called Weekend at Bernie's. I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
Meets Pinocchio.
Meets Pinocchio.
Meets Old School. You're my boy, Blue.
You're my boy, Blue. Keep lying to me, Blue. Keep lying. That's it.
Dust in the wind.
Oh my God. Hold him up. Hold him up for the beer bong. Okay, his head keeps falling back. Hold it. Here, hold up his hand for the speaking spell. You have to articulate his fingers for him. Fuck you guys. All right. No one's going to hear that part. All right. I got to go to work. I think we covered everything. All right. I don't even know what we're doing next time. Have a good one. Later.
Bye.
Bye.